Hello again, Roy.RealEstate here with Coldwell Banker Legacy in San Angelo. Today I want to talk to you on a series about Matterport videos. Not a series, be a single video, but I've talked a little bit earlier in some earlier videos about the staging process and then about how important pictures and videos are to selling your house properly. So the Matterport is something that just kind of really getting, not even really popular, but you're starting to see occasionally in the San Angelo area and stuff. What it is, basically, it's a seriously expensive 3D camera system and the software. So this company will come in, and there's a couple of people that do it in town now. They'll come in, they move this camera multiple places throughout the house, and it goes in a circle from that point and takes 3D type images and then saves them. And so then it goes back, and they do it all over the house, and then it goes back, and the software creates basically a 3D picture model of your house. So once this has been done, what someone can do is they go to this website and they can do a virtual tour of the house. So they can look up, they can look down, just with your mouse moving around on the computer. You can turn, you can walk to another room. They can literally walk through the house the way it was that day. You can see stairs, you can see the bathrooms, you can see how far it is from this bed. Oh, sometimes in a picture it's hard to tell exactly how the rooms come together. And this really does a good job of doing that kind of stuff. And like I said, it's fairly in its infancy, at least in our market. It's been around in some of the bigger markets a little while, but it's really amazing what it's able to do. Now, you know, obviously there's some additional expense to it, so it may not be a good fit for every type of listing. You're going to see it more typically in the higher dollar listings, a higher value, because as the agent is paying for it, then there's got to be a return on the investment to them to put it into it. So, but it's really fascinating that as this virtual technology starts to move and seeing some of the things it's going to be able to do. So if you're a seller, you know, this is a big deal to you, because if your agent does this Matterport and the videos and pictures we've talked about before, then people will be able to see your house much better virtually. And by seeing it virtually, what it means is you're going to have less physical showings. And that sounds like a bad thing, but it's really not, because what's going to happen is those people that were kind of maybes, that probably weren't going to be that interested in your house anyway, they're going to be able to get a better view of the house, a better mental image of the house from the Matterport, and then they're going to make the decision not to come see it. And they probably almost certainly wouldn't have been buyers anyway. The potential buyers, in some cases there'll be more and more of them that will buy the house without seeing it, because they get a much clearer picture of it from this than they can get any other way other than walking through the house. And even sometimes then you walk through the house and you get back home and you're discussing it and you can't remember the details. So from a seller's point of view, it has a potential to get you in front, get a full view of your house in front of more people with less showings, so less times you're having to spit clean, spit shine your house and get out the door and leave for a couple of hours while they're showing. So now you're still going to have the showings, some showings, but this will filter so you'll have less numbers of showings, and the showings are more likely to be serious buyers. From the buyer's point of view, it's a way that you can virtually see more houses than you could see before and not spend as much time. So you can go, you know, in an hour, you can see 20, 30 houses easily using this type of system, because some of them you're going to spend 2 minutes with this Matterport, and no, I don't like the house, and you're going to go on to the next one. And if you see one you're interested in, then you're going to spend longer. Maybe you spend 10 minutes on those, or 5 minutes kind of walking through every room. But that first impression, all that stuff is going to happen from your computer instead of having to be at the house. So you can look at more homes and make a better decision about what fits your family. And again, it's not the full picture. It doesn't show the outside of the house, the yard, the street, how much traffic, all those kind of things. There's still some things that you're going to want to know. But it does a good job of showing the inside of the house from a 3D perspective. And you can go back to it, you know, what did this look like? Where was that washer and dryer again? And different things like that, and look at it. So anyway, something we're starting to see in our market. And ask your agent, is this something you're gonna provide when you're preparing to list your home? And then ask your agent when you're buying, hey, are there Matterports for these properties, so we can look at them that way first and maybe avoid some of the showings, because it's a hassle. You're trying to get the kids and everything ready to go and all this stuff. So anyway, just another new thing that's kind of moving into our market. Any questions, you can just give me a call anytime. Roy.RealEstate, 325-268-0775. Thank you.